My name is Christy,
And I'm Greg,
also known as Charlie Brown.
the
And
good boy.
he's so bad. He's bad. Don't listen to him. He's bad. That being said, we're with Positive Creation Wreath and more. But today we are doing a wreath. We're going to do our last Valentine's wreath. And then we're going to move on to, next week we're going to do a St. Patrick's Day wreath. And after that, we're going to do a spring wreath. So I got the next 3 weeks planned. So with that being said, if you're new to our channel, let us know that you're new so we can give you a warm welcome. And we want to welcome everybody. And we hope that you enjoy the live tonight. It is going to be a Valentine's wreath. I made this heart. And this is what we're going to use. And it's, you hold the key to my heart. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So with that being said, we're going to get started. I did not measure my mesh. I just cut it. It's black and white. I got it from Craft Outlet, and I forgot the paper, to give you the item number in the other room. Sorry. The meshes, I just roughly cut it about 18 to 22 inches long. I didn't measure. I just pulled it out arm length and cut it. So I'm just going to do like a messy woodland ruffle, like this. Pull that up because it's a little lopsided. I hope everyone has had a fantastic week. I've had a busy week, but it's been great.
Yeah, because you finally get your tire aired up.
I got my tire aired up on my car, so it's been a great week, y'all. Finally, he aired up my tire. So, like I said, this is the mesh that we're using. This black and white checked. This is the heart that I made. It's the last Valentine wreath that we're going to do, and then we're moving on. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia. Says good evening.
Good evening. This, like I said, this is the heart that I made. We've been making these in our private group, along with some other wreath attachments. And the reason why the key is on there, on the chain, is because somebody holds the key to my heart. Get it? So, that's what we're doing tonight. I got some embellishments that we're going to add. And I cut my ribbon a little different. So, I got 12 inches. And then I did a 10 inch. And then I got some others that I cut. And as we go along, you'll see.
Patricia said I have to air up my own tires. And then she said the heart is so precious.
Oh, thank you. So we made those in our private group, along with our Uncle Sam, along with the swan that's hanging up. We've been busy in our private group. We've been having a lot of fun. Or at least I think they've had fun. I hope they've had fun in there.
Well, if we live closer to you, Patricia, I'd come and air up your tires for you.
It might take him a month, but he would eventually air them up for you.
Really?
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Don't get your hopes up.
Kim said hello, sis. Love you.
Hi, sis. Love you. It was good talking to you earlier. And don't ever be afraid to call or talk or text or whatever. I'm always home. I'm always home. How's them grandbabies, Patricia? I bet they're getting big.
Hi,
Yeah.
Kim. Patricia said, thank you, CV.
Yeah, just don't hold your breath that he's going to fix it or
air
up your tire anytime soon. I've only waited a month for my tire to get aired up. And finally, I was like, okay. We actually did it yesterday because it was really nice out. And he was uploading shorts. And I was like, oh, you're outside uploading shorts. That's great. Let me go open up the garage door and you can air up my tire. So this is how it's going to look. I did put one in earlier just to show CB how to do it. Because I've been having a little trouble. I don't know if you can see the black and white in there. The little ribbon.
I can see it.
It's supposed to be a bow. So that's how it's going to look all the way around the wreath. Okay, you're getting behind on comments.
Because you keep on talking.
Just read comments.
Kim said, thanks for always being there.
Absolutely.
Cute heart. And then Patricia said, oh, they're doing well. And yes, getting big. And then
Oh.
Patricia said, so pretty.
Thank you. I did get this mesh from Craft Outlet. I have the paper on it. It's in the other room. I forgot it. I would send CB in there after it, but he'd never find it.
You probably got it stuffed somewhere.
It's in that box.
It's probably stuffed in the thing cushion of your chair or something.
He is so bad.
There, you got the light on now.
Show him that red heart. I do have a red heart. I am going to be listed in my Etsy.
I'm blinded. I can't
Hopefully
see.
tomorrow.
Hi, Mom. Love you.
Hi, Carol.
Said, hi, Greg Christie. Love you.
Love you. And we're making a Valentine wreath, and we're using this. We're not using the red heart. We're using the black and white plaid. But I am going to be listing that.
Hi, Ricky. Said, howdy, my sweet friend.
Hi, Mr. Ricky. How are you? This is the heart that we're going to use on the wreath. And I have some embellishments that we're going to add to it. Mr. Ricky, I have to run into town tomorrow. And I have to go early. So hopefully when I get back, I'll get your care package mailed out to you.
Well, then we're just going to make a quick trip to town and back
Look,
so we can get it mailed out.
I'm going to say it's a quick trip to town. But I'm headed to the craft store. I'm not sure how quick it's going to be. I seen where somebody had posted that they're looking for a man. I almost posted it, but I didn't. They're looking for a romantic man that'll take long walks, hold their hand, caress their hand, and encourage them while they're walking through the craft store. I was like,
What, did you post that?
I was going to, but I didn't. Somebody else did. I really wanted to.
I'd be scrolling. Move on. I love you, dear.
I love you too. Can we take a romantic walk through the craft store?
Anywhere but a craft store.
Anywhere but a craft store.
Ricky said, thank you so much. I've got to go. Ridiculous pop-ups.
Oh,
He said, I've got to go out in town tomorrow also.
oh no. Well, hopefully you won't be gone long. I'll mail it out tomorrow, and it should be there by Thursday or Friday. Should be.
Depending on that darn mail service, I'll tell you.
I know. I've noticed, though, that since I've been using the postal, I quit using UPS and FedEx for various reasons. Not only do they overcharge, it takes forever for my customers to get their packages, so I use the postal service. And everybody gets their stuff on time. They actually get it early. So it's usually within 3 to 4 days, I've noticed. So
You're welcome.
thank you, Mr. Postal Driver. Looking for credit where you don't need it. No. Just sit over there and do your one job and read them comments.
Teacher said, okay, I'm back. Thank you all about talking about airing up tires made me remember to set my car to high heat defrost. So when I started in the morning, my windows will be defrosted. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
And hi, Shirley.
Hi,
Said, hi,
Shirley.
Christy, Greg, and everyone.
Our sweet friend. How are you? We are making a Valentine's. Here, you can hold this up and model it.
And model it
Yeah.
beside my face.
Sure.
I don't know if it'll look good then.
I made that heart with you in mind, darling.
Oh, did you?
I sure did.
So are you saying this is the key to your heart that I'm supposed to hold on to it?
Yeah.
And Ricky said, I will send you guys a private message in your messenger, something we need to pray about. Okay.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And then Shirley said, I'm good. How are you two?
We are great. Charlie Brown is rotten today.
How'd that come about? And Patricia said, I love the black and white mesh.
Thank you. That box that I had the mesh in,
Oh, okay.
in there by my chair, up against the wall.
Yeah.
The paper for this mesh should be in there because I always save all those papers so I can give
Man.
it to my viewers. I got it from Craft Outlet.
Patricia asked, Christy, did you make the jewel in the heart?
Yes. Yes, we did that in our private group.
Shirley said, I find that hard to believe. Thank you, Shirley. I'll be right back.
He disappeared on me yesterday. I didn't know where he was.
What do you mean I disappeared on you?
And I walked into the living room because he was sitting in there. And he was, thank you. Because he was sitting in the living room. So I walked in there and I started talking. And I looked over into his chair and he wasn't there. And I was like, okay, where's he at? So I opened up the back door. He wasn't out back. And I was like, okay. Maybe he went to the garage. So I looked in the garage.
Is that it?
I believe so. Doesn't say, but I think so. If that was the only one that was in there, because that's the only mesh that I've had
that's
in
the
that
first
box.
one I seen, but I didn't dig through the whole box either.
That's got to be it. Yeah, it doesn't say what.
Sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right. But anyhow, I couldn't find him. He went out in the garage, and I thought he's not in our room because the lights are all off. But I went ahead and went into our room and looked. Couldn't find him in there. I was like, where on earth is he?
I'll show you.
He didn't say nothing to me. So I started looking and looking. Couldn't find him. Finally opened up the front door and he was out there and he was doing shorts. Like a little mini video that's like 15 seconds. And he was uploading it to our Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, every other social media that we're on. We'll just say that. And while he was doing that, I was like, let me know when you're done. I went and opened up the garage door and told him, I said, now, I've asked for a month.
Is that 1356?
1356 FF.
Yeah, I got the FF. But...
Yep. I said, now we're going to open up this garage door and you're going to air up my tires. So I got my tire aired up after a month of asking. He goes, I'm going to do it because I need air in my truck tires. I'm like, you are so bad. You're bad.
Hi, Lillian.
Hi, Lillian. How are you?
And then Patricia said, very beautiful, and said thank you.
Thank you. All right. Looks like this is the last piece. We don't need all that much. I still got 2 pieces cut. And that's okay. Because if we decide to make another one, and I only cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Well, and I have 2 left, so I cut 6 pieces. I knew it wouldn't take much because this is just a 20-inch frame that I had picked up. Fixing my ribbon. Sorry.
Ribbon fixer.
I know, right? Isn't that gorgeous? So now we're going to go ahead and attach our heart. The key to my heart.
I hope everyone had a good weekend.
Yeah. Hope everyone had an exciting weekend and week since we don't go live except for on Sundays now.
Patricia said, I love it.
Thank you. Like I said, I can make another one of these if that's something that you're wanting. I can make another one if you're interested. And we also have the red one, like I said, that's over there. If you want to show them the red one.
Sure, I would love to.
Say the name of the fabric. What's the fabric?
Velvet?
No.
What? Fake?
Fake?
Plush?
No.
Furry?
No.
Soft?
You said it when I bought it. Begins with a V.
Velvet?
It's not velvet.
Velour?
There you go. Making him learn.
I don't want to learn. Oh. My bad. My bad. I don't even know how I thought it was velour.
That's what it is.
I just said it.
That's what it is. As soon as I bought the fabric and we got home, I started making that heart in our group. And I said, it's not felt, it's and then he said the name and I'm like, how would you know what fabric is?
I know how. Because we can finish each other's sentences.
Yeah, that's true.
You was thinking it, so I said it. That's the only way.
I guess so. So I went ahead and I made the bow earlier just because I have a lot of embellishments that I want to put on here. So there's the bow. You gotta make sure it's straight. Yeah, like that. Maybe I'll move it down just a tad.
I told you since we've been married for how many years? It'll be 26 next month.
On what day?
February 14.
Who picked out the day?
It was me.
There you have it, folks.
That's so I would remember easily.
That way you
Hi,
can be...
Susan.
Hi, Susan. You only picked out February 14th because you're too cheap, and you only bought me one. You only want to buy me one gift.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm just giving him a hard time, y'all.
I really feel loved.
I do love you. How are you, Susan? We're over here giving Charlie Brown a hard time just because he deserves it.
Guess I'll be farming tonight,
I don't care.
as I do every Sunday night.
He does. As soon as the live's over with, he goes in there and plays his Xbox, and he has a farming game that he plays.
I gotta unwind.
He's wore out after he had to air up them tires. That's what it is.
Susan said, wow, our anniversary is the 15th.
Wow.
Did not know that.
We need to celebrate. Celebrate.
Are you breaking out into a song again?
Nope. Done. That's as far as it goes. All righty. Now we got the bow and the heart on there. I have some heart picks that we're going to add. If I can get them untangled. We may cut these down. I don't know yet. We may not. I don't know. Let's see here.
When I'm up in Indianapolis, Christy and I will start texting back and forth, and she'll send these little...
Every morning.
Whatever you want to call them. Pics. Like cartoon pictures, whatever. And it's of some animal. I can't even tell what kind of animal it is, but it's got hearts floating up beside it. Or it'll just be a bunch of hearts and whatever. And I told her, I said, one day you're going to show me how to find those, and so I can send them back to
He said, can you show me how you do that so I can send one back to you? I put a bunch of laughing emojis. I said, sure, I'll teach you tonight. The one that's not allowed to touch the computer because, you know, I end up blocking people on accident. But I'll teach you. No worries.
No, you're showing me on the phone, not on the computer, so it's okay.
Okay. Got it.
Susan said 31 flipping years.
That's a long time. We're not too far behind you because we're at number 26 this year.
Kind of hung up there, aren't you?
I am. The view may or may not, don't know yet, be a little different next week. May or may not.
All depends on how hard you work.
At this point, not too hard. I'm pretty tired and wore out. I've been working hard all week.
That's why I told you, take your time. Take your time.
I did. Here.
Susan said, but I like you and Greg.
And we love you. I've been thinking about cleaning
And rearranging.
and rearranging the craft room. Yes. Thinking.
But if she lets me partake in it, then we'll have a green screen in the background. We'll have a picture up on there.
Of what? A squirrel?
Well, if we need to have a squirrel on there, we can do that. Setting up on a tree limb eating a nut.
Oh my word. Folks, that's why I don't leave him alone. That's why when I couldn't find him, I was in a state of panic because I didn't know what he was doing. That's why I went searching. You can't leave that man alone.
I don't know what you're talking about. It'll be fine.
I don't think so.
Oh, goodness.
So did you ever talk Lori into having a retreat over in Ohio? I was just curious. She probably said, no, it's too cold there.
That's what you say now. It's too cold up here.
It is. Although we've had some really good weather.
It's supposed to cool back down in the 30s next week.
Don't say that.
Okay, then I won't.
You know I don't like those temps. I like warm weather.
Susan said I'm trying.
Still trying. Still trying. Sorry. The camera's here and the monitor's over there.
Oh, Susan said at least he has joy.
Yeah, that he does. He does have joy until we go to the craft store.
And then it's like,
Yeah. You still need to take a long romantic walk with me through the craft store holding my hand.
I do every day when we go.
You don't hold my hand. You're like, are you ready? Are you ready?
I start holding her hand and she sees something she wants to look at and she has to use both hands.
Both hands. I have to touch and feel.
It's like I thought we was holding hands. Yeah, just a minute.
I'll get right back with you in a minute. I don't want somebody going, are you ready? No, you fool. I'm still looking. I did come back here, though, and I did vacuum my craft room. Can you believe that? I vacuumed it. Well, I didn't. Charlie Brown did. I just picked everything up and put it away. That's all I did. He does run the vacuum for me. He's a good guy. Hang on my fingers. All right. This is how it's looking so far. Let me get the chair back. We're going to keep embellishing it. I love these hearts on there. I'm even going to clip this one down. It's too long. Next week, yeah, it's back here. It's not done yet. Next week, we're going to do a St. Patrick's Day wreath. And then we're going to do a spring wreath. And if my materials come in, I got another wreath attachment that we're making in our private group. If my materials come in, we'll make that after that. And we got a spring wreath that I got done. Got everything ready.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have to sneak to the Hobby Lobby. I know, right?
Tricia said that's good. And then Susan said my life is a planned out mission of sneakiness.
Me too. I wait until he goes to work. Then I get online and I start ordering. Then I'll say, hey, I think we forgot to pay my credit card. We better make a payment to my credit card. I don't tell him. Then all of a sudden all these packages arrive and he's like, where did all this come from? I'm like, I don't know. I must have accidentally ordered it. I don't think he believes me, but I try. Ow. Let's see. Can you see that over the bow? Yeah. Okay. I am putting a little bit of glue, but I'm putting them in between the pine or evergreen or whatever you want to call it. And I'm twisting those evergreens. That way it doesn't go anywhere. But I am twisting them on there. I did get out quite a bit of hearts because I didn't know how many I was going to put on here. And I'm going to leave that cellophane on this heart. I might take it off later. I don't know. Where did everything go? Susan, we're still planning on going to Ohio in
April. At the end of April.
It's at the end of April sometime. I don't know when. Maybe we can sneak away to a craft store.
Patricia said, my sister and hubby is moving to Kentucky close to the Cincinnati Bridge. They are retired. Well, that's cool.
That's awesome. And you're going to come and visit them so we can come and visit you, right?
And then Susan said, oh, cool. Yeah,
How far away?
We're about 2 hours from up in that area, away from Cincinnati, Kentucky Bridge. So we're not too far.
No.
And then Susan replied to Patricia, not far from me. And then Patricia said, maybe. Well, let us know if you go up there to visit.
Yeah.
If you're going to have some free time.
Our goal is to meet each and every one of you in person. That's our goal. And we know we have to travel some. And we will be traveling to a town near you throughout the year. Alrighty, this is what we got so far. Can you see it all?
Yeah.
Okay. You think we're going to add some more embellishments, but I want to do the inside of the heart or in the inside of the wreath, like right in here. We're going to add some embellishments to that too, as well.
Ricky said, I'll order when it comes in. I'll sneak it and unbox it. In a couple of weeks, my wife will say, when did you get that? I'll say, I've had it for a while. Remember me telling you? You say, well, no.
Right?
And then Patricia said, I will.
Yay!
And then Susan said she's only going to be about 25 minutes from there.
You're only 25 minutes from that bridge? Are we going that way when we go to Ohio?
Nope, I'm taking a long way around.
Oh, no.
I take the most direct route, and that's the most direct route.
So we will be going through there in April. I'm excited about it. I don't like the way that sits off to the side.
Susan said, "Yep."
Yay!
Tricia said, "I can't believe they're moving, but he has two brothers there. We live by Fort Hood, Texas. I don't like cold weather." Oh, Christy
Neither.
completely understands.
Yeah, I hate cold weather. I hate cold weather. I want to find an island where there's no bugs, no alligators, no snakes,
Good luck.
and it stays warm. I would say so I can stay tanned all year, but this girl don't tan. This girl burns. I mean, burns.
And then after you burn, you're about dark for about 2 weeks, and then it go white again.
I do. But no matter what, my legs will not tan. My legs do not tan. My feet will tan, but not my legs. They stay white. I think I'd burn up all the pigment in them. Everybody will make fun of me. They're like, look at them legs. They white. I'm like, I know. I know.
Susan said, "Y'all will probably come through Lawrenceburg, that bridge, way I go to Air."
I just know we're going to Ohio somewhere. That's all I know. Girl, don't give me directions.
Ricky said, "I wish I lived in a place where it stayed 90 degrees year round. I hate cold."
Me too.
Patricia said, "I have a pool and love the heat even at 105.
Yeah. We've thought about getting a pool, but we haven't.
Susan said airport. Sorry.
Yeah, he can't read minds. I'm sorry. I've tried to teach him how, but we still good on time, Charlie Brown?
We're at 32:25.
We are great on time.
Okay, folks. I was talking with the driver. Yeah, yesterday.
Sorry, folks. I don't know what he's going to say.
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
Believe me.
Okay.
So we were just talking about different things and whatever. And he asked me, he said, "What's the one answer a man can give his wife that will make her happy and keep him out of trouble?" So I looked at him. I go, "Yes, dear." He goes, "You know all too well, don't you?" I said, "Yes, I do."
Then why didn't you say it when I asked you a month ago to hurt my tire?
"I'm sorry, dear. I'll get right on that."
You already did yesterday.
Ricky, "Yes, dear." And Patricia said, "You need a pool here because it gets hot, but I will sit outside with the ceiling fan going." I know several people down in Florida that they got like an outside screen room and they got a fan in there. And the first time I ever saw it, I thought, well, that's kind of crazy, a screen room with a ceiling fan. But when I was there visiting, and I understood then why.
Here, you can just get back there and talk to him.
But then I can't see.
Don't touch my wreath, though.
Whoa. I'll stay back.
Don't
I didn't
make me
touch it.
shake this glitter-filled heart at you. Ooh, it's got a spider web. It's a
Cool.
glue string.
Susan put laughing emojis. I don't know why she wants me in the picture. What are you going to do? Try and hit me or something?
No, there you go. I like being romantic. We go to the craft store tomorrow, darling.
Don't even.
Let me caress that face.
You are so funny. She starts it.
Not me. I would never.
That's what we want to do, is try and make everyone laugh and have a good time.
Yeah. Give everybody an hour of fun. Life is hard.
You're telling me.
I make your life easy for you
Dude,
most days.
not when I go to work, you don't.
Pick up that clover there and show them. That's what we're doing next week.
Reach it. Ugh. It was so far away.
Yeah, it
Ricky.
was, wasn't it?
Ricky's just laughing. Patricia said, no, if Christy did that, she would go in Facebook jail.
I was. I would definitely be in Facebook jail. Surprised I haven't been there already.
I know, right? Ricky said, yes, we need laughter.
Absolutely. Laughter's good for the soul. Laughter is good. Now I'm just going around and putting more of these hearts on.
Wherever you think you need them.
Yeah, it's going to be full of love. Because you hold the key to my heart. We going to the craft store?
As long as I can go to John Deere.
Sure. I'll even let you go to Harbor Freight.
Why do I want to go to Harbor Freight if I'm going to John Deere?
I don't know.
I would spend all my money at John Deere.
Oh. Well, I didn't know if you need any more of them wobby knobby things.
No, I got enough now, thank you.
Oh.
I love how she describes tools.
It's a tool that's like a pliers, but it has that knob down there on the bottom. I call them wobby knobbies. I don't know what they are. Okay.
Susan said, I wish I could have met Greg without the mask. He was so quiet, was like a muzzle.
I told him he should get out and mingle and talk to people so they know what I go through.
What you go through?
Oh, hi, honey. My bad.
What do you go through, dear?
Nothing, dear. I'm so glad you aired up that tire.
Oh, you're so bad.
I would never.
Ricky said, wobby knobbies, bunch of question mark. LOL.
That's Christy's language. It's a pair of pliers.
Pair of vice grips.
Is that what they are?
Yes.
They're vice grips. But they have that little knobby thing down at the bottom.
So you can adjust them.
Oh, so you guess you can adjust them or something or another. Something like that.
So when she goes out to get tools out of the garage to bring in here in the craft room, she goes, oh, I went and got a tool. And I said, what tool did you get? She goes, I don't know what it's called. She goes, come here and I'll show you. So she brings me back here and holds it up, says, it's this tool. So I tell her what the name of it is. And she goes, I don't know what it's called. I just know I need it. Susan said, I think he was afraid of me. No, I wasn't afraid.
No.
Just situations, and I was told to keep quiet about it. And
Not by me. Not by me.
no, not by you.
I would
Because
never
I want to
be
speak
quiet.
up and say some stuff, but
Wasn't by me. But I think all that happened, though, because of the other. And I think that was the instigator of it all.
it's done. It's in the past. It's forgotten about.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's all done. The situation.
But really, I'm quiet. I don't really talk a lot.
I can't get a word in edgewise, folks. The only time I can ever get a word in is when we're live.
Susan said, wow. But it's all good.
It's all good. That problem's gone now.
Everything's been forgiven.
Yep. The problem's gone and it's been forgiven and we've done moved on. But never putting myself in that situation again. I'm just going through and randomly adding hearts, as you can see.
Yeah.
Did you smush my bow?
No, I didn't even touch it.
There was some loops that was smushed. I think you touched it.
I think it's from when you just flipping it all around.
Talk to the hand.
Wasn't me.
Talk to the hand because Space don't want to hear it.
Ricky said it's hard to stay strong at times. I have been at my lowest for a few days now.
Oh, I'm
we'll
so
definitely
sorry.
keep you in your prayers. That's
Definitely
for sure.
keep you in prayers.
Susan said, "You all know you're true friends." Oh, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. But you know the situation. I think I told you. I think I'm going to stick that right down in here into that bow.
But we try to be uplifting and
Yep.
everything and try to be kind to others. And
You know you're a friend to us. True friend.
Susan said, "Yep."
Do we need to add more hearts or you think it's good?
Who you asking?
Not you.
And that's what I thought. Ricky said, "You all take me from that and give me smiles for an hour or so."
Awesome.
That's what we want to hear.
Well, the next time you see a pair of vice grips, just remember it's a Wabi Nobby, okay? You're welcome.
Christy's going to rename them.
Christy's got a whole dictionary for herself. Don't only she understands.
I understand part of it. Not all of it.
You're like,
The what? You know. Here, let me draw a picture.
He said, I said, what do you want for Christmas? This was this past Christmas. I said, what do you want for Christmas? And he goes, I don't know. He goes, I need some vice grips, right?
Yeah.
I go, what is that? He goes, I'll have to show you. So we went into Menards, and it's, if you don't have a Menards, it's basically it's a
Lowe's or
Lowe's,
Depot.
Home Depot. It's the same thing. So we're in there, and he pointed to him, and I go, those are Wabi Nobbies. Why didn't you just say that? You needed a Wabi Nobby.
This is my wife.
Hello, everyone. He's going, it's a what? I go, a Wabi Nobby. It's got that Wabi Nobby on the bottom. He's like, no, they're vice grips. I'm like, no, it's a Wabi Nobby. It has that little knobby thing on the bottom. I don't know.
I love it, though.
All he does is laugh.
Ricky said, I'm going to tell my wife tomorrow I need to stop at Lowe's. She's saying, what? I'm going to say I need a pair of Wabi Nobbies. Patricia asked, what is a Wabi Nobby?
Christy's language. Go ahead.
Well,
You don't have any, do you?
no, not in here.
Yeah, go grab a pair.
You mean go get them?
Yeah, go get a Wabi Nobby.
All right.
He's going to go get one of his brand new Wabi Nobbies. He was using it yesterday in the garage.
I'll be right back.
Ugh.
Well, my belly's not that big.
No, I was just messing with you. He wanted a pair for Christmas. And he got them. That's what he got. It's Christy's language. It has nothing to do with what it's really actually is. We were talking the other day and I said something else to him. He goes, is that your other language? And I'm like, yeah, that came out of Christy's dictionary. It's okay. It'll be just fine. I hear him coming with his Wabi Nobbies.
Now I'm getting in trouble because this is inside the house instead of the garage.
That's right. You got to pile in the whatever you call it. You gotta
Hi,
take out.
Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. We're getting ready to show everybody what a Wabi Nobby is. You ready for that?
What?
That's what I got Charlie Brown for Christmas. He got Wabi Nobbies.
Okay. This is vice grips, or as Christy calls them, Wabi Nobbies. It's got that adjustable turn thing there. So you can adjust whatever size you want this to fit. But that's what it is.
See? Show him. It has that little knob on the bottom.
I did. Showed them right there.
Let me see
See,
it.
Debbie said vice grips.
How am I supposed to know that? See? He kept saying he wanted vice grips. I didn't know what it was. So we went into the hardware store and he showed me these. And I said, oh, you want the Wobby Nobbies. See, it's got a knob right here. Wobby Nobby. That's Christy's dictionary. You're welcome. Yeah.
I try so hard to educate her. Patricia said, oh, yeah, vice grip. I know that too. Everybody knows the name but you, honey.
All right. It's a vice grip. I've learned something, okay? I called it a Wobby Nobby for years. I didn't know. And he did ask for vice grips for the record, but I was like, a what? What is that?
Debbie said, Wobby Nobby.
Wobby Nobby. Now y'all learned a new word, Wobby Nobby. What was we talking about the other day? And you just busted out laughing. I said, what are you laughing at? And you said, that's not what it is.
I don't know. There's so many things.
It's every time we talk.
I don't know. I like your drawings that you do to show me what you're wanting me to draw.
Yeah, if you're in our private group, you would understand that because I showed it to our private group. So all these patterns that I'm making, like the hearts, the clover that we're going to do next week, the swan, Uncle Sam that we did, I did all those myself.
Debbie said the thingamabob.
The thingamabob, that's it. That's my favorite word. That's my favorite. We used to tease the kids because they would ask us a question and they would always say, do you remember when we was driving down the road that one day and we was on that one road and then we made that turn onto the other road? Do you remember that day? And I'm like, what road? Where was we going? Give me a clue here. So I think my kids have rubbed off onto me over the years.
You do that to me now.
I do.
Patricia said, I'm going to ask my husband next time I need a vice grip and ask him to give me a Wobby Nobby. That'd be priceless.
You're going to have to record his reaction. Oh my gosh. We were driving home one day and I couldn't get my phone out fast enough. But I'll tell you what. I nearly peed myself. I said, Greg. He said, what? I said, spell yes. Go ahead and spell it. Go ahead.
Y-E-S.
Come over here, be on camera so they can see your face. I said, all right. If Y-E-S spells yes, what does E-Y-E-S spell?
E-Yes.
I said, no. No. He looked at me like I was dumb. I said, honey, E-Y-E-S. He just kept staring at me like I was stupid. I said, honey, think about it. He goes, yes. I go, no. I laughed so hard. We were almost home and it was good because I nearly wet myself.
Debbie said I had my daughter do the blinker fluid thing when she got her license.
That is hilarious.
And then Patricia put a little help.
Oh my gosh. You're bad. Yeah, he got so mad and I kept taking my eyes and batting them at him. And he goes, you got something wrong with your eyes? I'm like, no, I don't. This is how our car trips are into town. And it's 45 minutes into town and 45 minutes back. This is what it's like.
Just gotta try and have fun.
Yeah. Once he finally realized it was eyes, he turned around, looked at me, and he goes, I don't like you. Just be quiet.
Patricia said, this has been a fun night.
Awesome. We're glad.
When I started first driving semi on my own, when I got my CDLs, I was driving for a company that hauls coal and rock and that. Well, I got in the truck, started pulling out so I could go to work. All of a sudden, the driver come running out from the building, waving his arms at me and everything, hollering. So I hurried up and stopped, and he goes, "Hey, your wheels are turning." And I started looking around like, "What? What?" Yeah, they're supposed to be.
If you all was on our live last week, you heard about his truck.
Hi, Laura.
Hi,
Say hey,
Laura.
you two.
How are you? So, the story about the truck, we shared that meme, and I don't know if y'all understand. He needs new brakes on his truck. And I told him, I said, you need to get those brakes fixed. Which this is leading up to part 2 of the story. Something else came along. So, anyhow, that happened today. And he was laughing hysterically at me.
Ricky, he knows.
No, not yet. We were on our way into town last week, and we had seen a friend of ours. So I'm up in the windshield waving, and I told Charlie Brown, I said, honk the horn. There's our friend. So he, his truck is up on a lift. It has the big tires. It's really loud. It's like, really loud. So I'm waving, and I hear this noise, and I was like, what was that? What is wrong? Is there something wrong with your truck? Of course, he's laughing hysterically, and our friend was waving. And our friend was laughing as we were passing them. And I thought, our friend probably thinks, I have this look of panic, of sheer panic. And anyhow, Charlie Brown stops laughing long enough to tell me that it was his horn. And I said, no, sir, that cannot be your horn. You cannot have a big truck that sits up, that has the lift on it, that has the big tires, and you have the side steps for me to climb in here, and it's loud, and have a horn that goes, beep, beep. No. Is your horn plugged? And he's like, no, that's my horn. I'm like, you have a sissy horn, dude. We need to get that fixed immediately. So fast forward, we shared the next morning he sent me, after I talked about it on our live last week, the next morning he sent me a meme, and he needs brakes. And it says, it's a kid standing there, and it's still on our timeline. A kid standing there like this, and he's got dirt and grease all over him, and it said, I couldn't fix your brakes, but I made your horn louder. So then he came home today from work, and I didn't get up and look or anything like that because I was in the kitchen getting his lunch ready. And all of a sudden I heard these brakes, and they were making the most awfulest noise. And I was like, oh my goodness, he's got to get them brakes fixed. I mean, that is bad. That is horrible. So he come walking in. He goes, did you hear them brakes? I said, yeah, you're going to go to town tomorrow, and you're going to get the parts and fix your brakes. Quit being lazy. He starts laughing. He goes, it wasn't my car. It was the neighbor's.
It was.
And he was quite proud of that. And I'm like, seriously?
Because I knew you would think it was my truck, and it was.
I heard him clear in the kitchen. And I don't usually hear anything that goes on outside because we got all new doors and windows. So I don't really hear anything. But I heard them brakes.
Ricky said, oh, did he get a horn? Laura said, she's doing good.
Good.
And then Debbie said, beep, beep. And Patricia put LOL. Ricky's laughing. Debbie's laughing.
Laura, that's funny. I'm telling you, folks, I nearly had a heart attack because I thought it was his brakes. And I thought, why would you drive the truck with no brakes like that? I mean, it was horrible sounding. No, he come in laughing. He was so proud. Nope, it wasn't my truck, man. It's going to be your truck if you don't get it fixed. All right. So here is our wreath for tonight. Trying to get the angle of the camera right. And like I said, we did make the heart in our private group. And this will be listed in our Etsy tomorrow. And we do have one more heart. I'm not going to make a wreath with it. I'm going to list it. So if you guys are interested in it, it doesn't look like this, but if you'd rather have one that's like this, I can make another one like that. But that's the other wreath, or the other heart.
Laura said that's funny. Debbie said very pretty. Laura said very pretty.
Thank you. But I am going to list that heart tomorrow when I get back from town. And I'm hoping to have a romantic walk through the craft store with Charlie Brown, but... All right, show me your wobby knobbies one more time. That's a wobby knobby. That's Christy's language.
So next week, I'm sure we'll have some more funny stories.
Yeah. Because we're going to town tomorrow.
Who knows what'll happen.
Hopefully we're going to have a romantic stroll through the craft store. It'll be so romantic.
Okay, sure.
We'll see. And then next week...
Is this?
Yep.
You want?
Yep. Next week we're going to do the clover. It's all green and orange for St. Pat's.
Ricky said, "Good night, sweet friends. Enjoy his all romantic walk to the craft store."
Good night, Ricky. You have a blessed week.
And Trish said, "Eek, corn." I'll have a real horn on there here soon. And then she's going to jump when I blow the horn.
He found one that played Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I said, honey, that is way better than the one you got now. It is a sissy horn.
Trish said, "Clover's pretty." And Debbie said, "Have a good night."
You too. Y'all have a blessed night. Have a blessed week. And we will be back next week on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Until then, God bless and much love to y'all.
Bye.
Bye.